This is ABS, 3/16 thick. We are going to build the gauge cluster that's going to house all of our gauge components out of this stuff, and I'll show you how. In this series, we discuss all the things that have to do with supporting your passion for cars. We explore tools, tips, and techniques that will help you be successful in your own garage. Alright, so my material of choice to make a cluster out of is this stuff. This is ABS. I bought this at an industrial plastic supplier. I've made a lot of stuff out of this. All the aero stuff I've made for the race car, like the front splitter, and the air dam and the rear diffuser, I've made all out of ABS. It's really malleable when you heat it up. It's really strong. It holds very good memory under normal heat conditions. And it lasts a long time too. And the cool thing is, you know, you've got a smooth side and then you have a textured side. I always put the textured side out when I'm building stuff. It kind of makes for a nice, more uniform surface, kind of hides some of the blemishes and scratches and whatnot compared to the smooth side. So all in all, really good material. It's cheap, super cheap. You go to an industrial plastic supplier, I bought a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of this stuff for 67 bucks. I've bought so far 2 sheets of it, and I've pretty much been able to make everything that I need to, and I still have basically a whole sheet left over. So we are going to build the gauge cluster that's going to house all of our gauge components out of this stuff, and I'll show you how. Good rule of thumb, anytime you're fabricating anything, whether it be out of plastic or metal, is to make a mock-up out of paper first. So this is something I've learned because I've thrown a lot of this material away, accidentally messing it up. So I've been making all my mock-ups out of construction paper. Construction paper is thick, it's easy to work with, and you can cut it and get it fitting really well. So I've already started to make this panel, and it fits really good inside of here. What I'll do is I'll mock the whole thing up with construction paper. So I make individual pieces out of construction paper and tape it together, lay it out flat, and then I can take that and basically use that as the flat pattern for the ABS when I'm cutting the ABS out. So let's get to work. After checking the final fitment with construction paper, it's time to pull off the tape and trace it onto our ABS sheet. The plastic is easily cut with any woodworking bits or woodworking power tools. I use a table saw for long straight cuts, then for any angled or radius cuts, I use a coarse wood blade and a jigsaw. After checking fitment, any burrs or inconsistencies can be easily removed with a coarse file or rasp. Alright, so now that we have all of our flat patterns cut out, it's time to heat and start bending. One of the things I really love about ABS is that it's so easily workable, and you don't have to get it super hot to get it to the form temperature. It's great to work with. You can put nice tight bends in it without cracking. It's awesome. What I have one of these little heat guns here that's actually a digital one. You can set the temperature on the back so that way you don't get it too hot and melt the plastic, because you want to get it right at that fine line where the material is just fluid enough to bend, and then you also want to focus to heat where the bend is. So what I have here is I've got the material clamped on the end of my bench with some wood clamps, and I have it clamped between 2 pieces of steel. So the steel is going to do a couple things. It helps transfer heat right at the bend, and then it'll also get a nice sharp bend right exactly where we want it to. So basically I'm just going to heat it up on both sides of the joint just till we get it to that fluid temperature, and then I'm just going to start slowly curving over. I'll take another piece of material and press right at where I'm going to bend and make sure that the bend goes nice and smooth. The next hurdle in fabrication is joining the material together. I found that the best way to join the material is to make L brackets and use aluminum pop rivets to join all the seams. Once I'm happy with the alignment, I'll drill through both the part and the L bracket and fasten with the pop rivet. Let's take a look at the final product. ABS is a great way to fabricate cheap, light parts for a wide range of applications. Now go out and build. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Garage Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.